All right? Let's read the sentence that Madison read so nicely for us. Ready? See the deer's nose. Again. See the deer's nose. Okay, Reese, would you read the next sentence for us?
See the deer.
Okay, there's two E's there. An E with another vowel. Let's E say E. Yes. Now that's an F, honey. That's an F. Fa.
Eat. Feet.
Feet. Okay, feet. Now, can you tell me how many feet does a deer have?
1, 2, 3, 4.
They have 4. 2 in the front, 2 in the back. And they're very good runners. They're fast runners. All right,
That's
now.
why they have big legs. They have like bended legs.
Okay, just a minute. Okay, now we talked about sometimes with words we don't put an S on the end. It changes to a new word. So foot is 1. If we have 2 or more, what do we call that? What do we call that?
Feet.
Feet. Just a minute, Madison. Okay, so foot is 1 and feet is 2 or more. We would never say the deer has 4 foots. That wouldn't be good English. And we want to speak good, proper English, right? So we would say the deer has 4 feet. Yes, Madison?
I'm thirsty.
Honey, not right now. Wait till the lesson's over, okay? Can you do that? Thank you.
That doesn't even sound good.
Okay. Okay. So let's go on to the next sentence. And that's one on the page is going to go to Brianna.
See the deer tail.
See the deer's tail. Now, the deers we have here, these are called white-tailed deers. Remember that? Because what happens when they lift up their tail? What color is the fur underneath the tail?
White.
White. So they're called white-tailed deer. That's right.
Do you look
White-tailed
at the
deer.
white-tailed deers?
They're called white-tailed deer because when they lift
I
up
could
their
see some-
tail,
I could
so you can
see
see a little
some
bit of the
white.
white there on the female deer. When they lift up their tail, you can see the white. So they're called white-tailed deer.
I see white on the ears. I see white on the ears.
White on the
White
ears?
right there.
Okay.
White
There's a little bit of white on the
ears.
Okay, but they also have some white there.
Yeah,
All right.
there's some white
All right,
on
let's turn the
ears.
page. And let's go on with our story on page 44. Maddie's going to read the first sentence on page 44. Okay?
The deer.
H
Hides.
hides. Okay. What do we call it when, Luke, can you fix your shirt? Pull it down, please. What do we call it when an animal can hide in the colors of nature around it? Now, if you were brown, like this, you could hide in bushes, in the trees, by the rocks, by the tall grass. What's that science word for when animals can blend in with the color of nature and that protects them? What is that called, Susan?
Camouflage.
Camouflage. It's called camouflage.
Camouflage.
And that's how they protect themselves. Okay, very good. All right. So the deer, no, the camouflage.
He said it.
Well, it's camouflage is the word.
Camouflage.
Okay, now the deer can camouflage itself by the colors it has. And that's why nature makes things the way they do. Yes.
I went on my trip. I saw one deer jumping all around.
Okay, jumping all around. Yes, they do. They can move quite fast.
I
Okay.
saw 2 deers blending in.
Because you went to Yosemite just recently, so you saw all the nature up there, right? It's a very good place. Okay, now let's go to the next sentence, and that's going to go to Susan. Susan?
The deer hide near a tree.
Tree. Okay, now where is the deer hiding by, Susan?
Near a tree.
Near a tree. Okay, let's read that sentence 2 times. Ready? We're right here. Reese, we're right here. Follow along, please. Ready? The deer hides near a tree. Again. The deer hides near a tree. Okay, the next reader is right there.
Pete sees the deer.
The deer. Now, is Pete in the story a human being, or is Pete an animal?
A human being.
Human being. Now, as we get into the story, we have Pete feeding the deer, so we're thinking that the deer isn't out in nature in the wild, but the deer is probably at a petting zoo where it's tame. And what is the opposite of the word tame? What's the opposite of the word tame? Tame means you could touch it, you could pet it, and it wouldn't hurt you. What's the opposite of the word tame? Brianna?